Welcome back, viewers at home. You're joining me for an interesting conversation on all things Comic-Con. And this is one of South Africa's premier pop culture and gaming festivals. Comic-Con Africa promises to deliver an exciting and immersive experience. And for that, I am joined by Carla Massmann, the show director of Comic-Con Africa and Comic-Con Cape Town on our show. And she's here to give us the inside scoop on the highly anticipated Comic-Con Africa 2020 Johannesburg Expo Center this August. Good evening, Carla. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Nothing better than an inside scoop, right?
And we are here for it. Now, just to get started, find out from you how it all began when it comes to all things, Comic Con Africa. Because I think as my co-host and I were just reflecting and looking in to say, this is something that you're interested in, or it will be an event that caters to all ages in that sense, and having adults, be so passionate about it.
That's definitely, you've hit the nail on the head there. A big thing for us at the moment is that a lot of people think that Comic Con is just about comic books and it's just for kids. But, Comic Con is a global brand. It happens worldwide. We brought it into South Africa, or Africa as a whole, in 2018, and we thought we'd test this out. There's a big geek culture out there. There's a big community. We didn't think it would grow as it has grown, but really we were taken by storm. So 2018 we launched. We expected 15,000 fans to come through that door. We got 35,000, and we've just seen it grow since then.
Wow.
There's something for everyone at the show. So it's not just about comic books and cosplay and all those elements. There really is something for everyone, and the geek culture is much bigger than people think out there.
And what exciting new features can fans expect from this year's event that were not present in the previous one?
Well, I think a big thing for us is our big mission is always to go bigger and better. Comic-Con, I've always believed, is for the fans, by the fans. So we listen to our fans very intensely. We look at what they're looking for. So in the spaces that we already have, we're going bigger and better. It's our tagline. It's something we really work to all the time. This year, fans can expect to see a new zone at the show, which is called the Book Nook. This is something for authors, our readers, our bookworms. Really something that's going to bring that fantasy life out there with fan meetups and the fantasy role play and etc. We have really big brands coming on board this year who are going big, like Nintendo is coming in strong. Disney's got something for everyone at the show, and really also pushing into that family first. Gaming has definitely leveled up this year. We've got a lot more from the retail perspective. We've got a lot more brands coming in selling that gear for our gamers, as well as the experience and free to play elements. Tabletop gaming, another element of the show, is something that we've grown drastically this year. And I think a big thing for our focus this year was exclusives and show deals. I mean, Comic-Con is a collector's paradise. We tap into that collector culture. And for all our collectors out there, we have some really great show deals and exclusives this year. So we'll be launching the Collector's Guide, or as we call it, the Conlector's Guide, which is going to have a whole lot of show deals and exclusives that are only available at Comic-Con.
Now, Carla, earlier on you mentioned that, you guys expected, I could be mistaken, around 16,000 attendees and around 32. And you spoke about how, it keeps growing. And I want to find out from you, how do you measure the growth of Comic-Con? Is it based on attendees, or is it based on the interest in, individuals or just entities wanting to partner with Comic-Con?
So 35 was year one. We're now sitting at about 70,000 visitors who come to the show. I think for me, and this is in my personal saying, is pop culture is everything. It's a mass culture. Geek culture is also much bigger than most people believe. Everybody has an inner geek. And I think once they get to that Comic-Con show floor, they come to the festival, they actually realize, oh my goodness, I have that inner geek. We see a very high percentage of our new visitors that come to the show and experience Comic-Con for the first time return the next year. And every year we see a higher increase. And I do think that really comes from the fact that it's a self-expressive, judgment-free and creative space. And like we say, it's your happy place. And I think in today's day and age in the world currently, we all need a little bit more of that happy space. And I think Comic-Con offers that to a lot of people, from young kids right up to the adults. So I think that's been a big factor for its growth.
And speaking on all things inside scoop, I want to find out from you who are the guest speaker for this year's, Comic Con for our viewers to look forward to listening to.
So that is always a big part of Comic Con is how we bring the international global talent out and the actors. We have announced to date, we've got Misha Collins come in, who is an actor from Supernaturals. We have Jesse T. Usher, who is from The Boys. So that's created a lot of hype. We have another one incoming, and I guess because you got us on the right time, we will be announcing them tomorrow. So you'll hear it first. Yeah, who is Dan Fogler, who was supposed to join us last year and couldn't come due to unforeseen circumstances or production schedules, but he's coming back and he's coming back big. And Dan Fogler's from Fantastic Beasts, so a lot of our Harry Potter fans are going to be excited to hear that he's coming in.
Amazing. And just coming back on, the growth of Comic Con, because I mean, we're seeing it to the point that you might be someone who's not even, bitten by the bug of all things comic books, but you know about Comic Con, you know about, because of Comic Con is such a very big event at that. Can you share with us, if you are able to share with us, what exactly has contributed to this growing interest of Comic Con, and what has been the impact of Comic Con to communities at large?
I think it's, as I mentioned, that growing interest is the fact that we've got those communities who come through. These communities are large. A lot of people aren't aware how big our geek community is, and not just our geek community. There's a lot of community. But I think what impacts it is that safe space. It's everyone comes, you around like-minded people. Whether you are a Star Wars fan, you're going to meet some friends there. Whether you're an anime fan, you're going to meet some fans there. I mean, ultimately, who doesn't enjoy a really big dress up party? Us as adults even love going to dress up parties, but you know what? Comic Con's the space you can come dressed up as a whole family. It really is that self expressive environment that I feel has contributed to the growth. And those visitors who come for the first time go, oh my goodness. And they return every single year. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger because more people explore it because we have that element of such a multifaceted event that it really does talk to everyone.
Now, for someone who just joined our conversation midway as we're talking about all things Comic Con, can you just remind them in terms of, what they can expect from the upcoming taking place in August, I believe?
Yes, for the first time and the last time, we have had our dates changed to the end of August, but just for this year. So a lot, three halls, over 23,000 square meters of activities and festival. We focus all on the experience hall, which is really much your free to play, your gaming, activations, like experiences that people, tangible experiences people can enjoy in activations. Then we have our retail hall, which is our pop culture hall. That's all things shopping experience. We've got something for the kids. We've got something for the strong hardcore fans and geeks, as we call them. We've got our main stage where they'll be able to see panel discussions with the international celebrities, as well as a very massive program that runs over all 4 days. We have another two stages at the show, which is our artist alley. Our artist alley, we host about 150 plus artists in the space. These are up and coming artists. These are local artists. These are artists that I think many people aren't aware are already working with the likes of DC and Marvel. So we've got high achieving artists in that space. We have international comic book artists that come in. We have Pop Taku Town, which is a whole anime themed cultured area, as well as a stage where you can learn to speak Japanese if you feel like it, or learn a little bit more about other cultures, etc. So, and then tabletop gaming is going bigger and better this year, where we have a much broader area, and then again shopping. So we do say save up, and mom and dad hold on to those wallets.
Indeed. And just to close off our conversation, Carla, can you just share with our viewers at home in terms of the specific date, time, ticket price, and yeah, all the necessary details that they need to know so they do not miss out on this amazing event?
Sure. Comic Con Africa, 28th to the 31st of August this year. All the information is on comicconafrica.co.za. There you'll get the full program where you'll see the whole load of information and the program issues that are happening. We have tickets available in Howler. They start from 190. We are, however, running a school campaign for scholars for 95 Rand for the Thursday. And we've also structured our program a lot around for what kids could do. We feel like there's a lot of educational creative culture that can happen. At the show we talk about gaming and education, coding. We have author topics there on how to become an author, or if children want to publish a book one day, they get to talk to actual authors and publishers. So Thursday is really a really creative and educational day for schools and that. But also anyone who just wants more information or wants to ask any questions, they can reach out to us at info@comiconafrica.co.za.
Carla, this has been quite an amazing conversation with you and quite, I hope, insightful. And we'll have our viewers at home, buying the ticket and really, putting, do not miss this, event in question. But thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Look forward to welcoming everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Pleasure is all ours. Viewers at home, that was the director of Comic Con Africa and Comic Con Cape Town, and she was just sharing in terms of what to look forward to when it comes to Comic Con Africa 2025. And I think one thing that she emphasized, financially ready. Make sure that your pockets are pocketing because there's so much that it's offering, and that was Carla Massmann giving us all the need to know about the event. But viewers at home, hope you enjoyed that. For now, let's head over to a net break. We'll see you just after this.